Hello everyone, this is Ines here with another gameplay of Genshin. As you are all aware, there's a new update on Genshin Impact with a new character that has been released, and I don't really know if I want to summon for this character, called Yalan. I mean, she seems nice, but what I actually wanted was the Unforged, and I couldn't get it, so I guess now I'll just hold on to the resources. Like always, I'm going to start with my Beidou, weapon, artifacts, constellation, triple crown, and we'll be using Ling with her. Yeah, she's not that strong. Yeah, I'm using the Thunder Suva on her. Used to be on Beidou, but now it's on her. Pretty decent. Got child here with the Viridescent Hunt. Got some artifacts as well. Not the best, also not the worst. And the final character I think I'll be using So as a healer, I will be mainly using Chi-Chi because I really like her passive. Whenever she hits an opponent, she applies a seal, then the others just heal themselves after the opponent has the seal, which is really strong. And she has this Adept of Frost. The Adept of Frost is also a very good skill because it applies cryo, so the Beidou can actually break the opponent's defense. And it heals every time it ticks. It ticks like 6 times, I think. It's actually pretty good. Like you can see, not hardly invested, but still pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so first things first. Let's do the commissions. Free resources to have. Why not? Okay. Uh, like I always say, I'm also using a reshade that was specifically altered to be compatible with Genshin. There is a YouTube channel that is dedicated to Genshin reshade presets. It's quite easy to find. You just search for it. I'm not entirely sure what it's called right now, but you can find it quite easy. Just search Genshin Impact reshade. And that should pretty much be it. And yeah, if you are wondering what the difference is, this is how the game looks with the reshade. And this is how it looks without. Like as you can see, I mean, the shadows are way blander. The textures don't look as crisp, and I just don't like it. I've gotten accustomed to playing with it, so I'm just going to use it. It does have latency when you try to do multiplayer. It tends to load a lot faster, a lot slower, in fact. But it's worth it. I mean, look at this. Like, look at the shadows. So good. Okay, now we're going to talk with Mr. Victor. Okay. Okay, now we go out. It's a mile away. Again, take a look at this night. It's almost daylight. And then this night. Does look way more like an actual night. Anyway, in case you were wondering what settings I'm using a 1050 NVIDIA GeForce and like 24 gigs of RAM, so I'm pretty good on running it on the highest settings. I don't really play with render resolution. That's not a thing for me. I just don't feel like it's worth it. The resolution as well, I don't feel like maxing it brings me any actual benefits. However, everything else is rather high, except for this. Yeah, I don't feel like that is good enough and need to warrant activating it. This one's on. The only thing I don't use is motion blur. I find it very disturbing. So there you go. See, it doesn't go any higher. And I'm also playing on PC, for those that are wondering. So yeah. Oh, I see. So that was the quest, in fact. Okay. I didn't just have to kill them. I had to get a mitature or something. Yeah. Okay. We got the whatever it was that they wanted me to get, and that's one commission done, I hope. Why do I like playing Beidou? Because I do have quite a lot of 5 stars. I mean, I am free to play, I haven't like paid to do summons. The only thing I actually invested real money into was the weapons, and I haven't been using them except for the bow. Like the bow is on this guy and it's maxed out, but the sword I got is still level 20. I mean, it's a good sword, one of the best in the game. It's just that I just don't really use sword characters, and like the only character that I could possibly use this on is Chi-Chi, and she's got her own. And I believe physical damage is better than critical rate, specifically with her stats. I mean, like even if she has crit rate, she's not going to do much damage on crits. And like that is a, I don't know, it's a weird situation for me right now, but anyway. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Victor. Boom. 1 down. Free to go. Like this is a rather annoying one because you just had to go talk to the guy sends you do some things, you do that thing, then you have to go back, you have to talk with the guy again, and you get the rewards. I kind of really hate those go fetch stuff quests. Hopefully the next ones are just go kill something, and yeah, it's just a kill mission. Those are the easiest, and I mean I do like unique quests, and this game does have some of the best quests in the game in the genre, but once you do them for a number of times, they do become quite boring. Is that guy not coming? Where are you going, mate? Why are you walking so far away? I just want you to see me. Oh, you've seen me now. Okay. And that is how you perfect counter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Applauds are in order, I suppose. Okay. Luckily for us, they had a campfire, which was their undoing. Grab some meat. Oh, it's here. Raw meat, thank you. And now we trash these guys here. Like I said, perfect counters. You'll love to see them. Oh, you want to do damage to me, do you? Oh, you ain't doing any damage to me, mate. Because I got a shield now. And I can also do dragon strikes on you, so yeah, you're dead. Oh, that was a nifty one. Guess what? What? Perfect counter. One more to go. Do know this guy doesn't like fire, so I'm gonna play with have him play with the fire a bit. Another perfect counter. Thank you, Zhanling, for the fire. Yep, there you go. Sit tight, mate. Swirl your ass. Now you're gonna try to hit me. Come on. Come at me. Okay, that didn't do any damage. Well, guess we don't want you having that shield, do we? Yeah, you are a badass, aren't you? Hey, when I climb a wall by mistake and I can't use my skills. Why does the game have to do that? I mean, it just has to. There's a fish there. Okay, and that is 2. Let's go with 3. Where is 3? Oh, there's 3, okay. Let's kill some more hillagers, I guess. Wish I could have gotten some Inazuma quests. Those are way more fun. Someone's trying to hit. Oh. I was wondering who was trying to kill me. Okay. I guess that works. We got one of those shield boys. Boom, boom. Oh, you ain't digging any slimes up now. Wow. Well, aren't you a big boy? Whoa. Yeah, you play with the bear, will you? There you go. Can't touch me. You wanted it. Well, what you gonna do? You're gonna spin, mate? Wow, you are a badass, aren't you? And you did. Maybe you should stop spinning. I don't know, just saying. Okay, next one. This is the 4th one. And after this one, I suppose we're done with the commissions. We can just go collect the rewards and maybe carry on with the actual story. It says defeat the Ruin Guard. And I'm like, which Ruin Guard? I don't see any Ruin Guard now. Oh, crap. Here we go. Oh, that Ruin Guard, okay. I see the Ruin Guard now. Yep, nice try, mate. Swirl you in a bit. do some big damage to this guy. Okay, he's now gonna jump me, isn't he? And we win. Okay. Complete. Impera what? Imperatrix Chapter 2. And on which one is that? It's not this one. And it's not this one. Oh, in God's name. Complete other quests to continue. Where did the spirit stones descend? Like, am I supposed to do this one? Or this one? Oh. Imperatrix Umbrosa. Wait, so I got to... Wait a minute, so I have to do this story quest to be able to do the actual story? Imperatrix Umbrosa. And where did spirit stones descend? What? Why, game? Why are you doing this to me? So I have to do the, darn it, I've got to do the, fine. Insufficient story keys. Wait, what? Okay. Complete 8 daily commissions to receive a key. Well, I haven't been doing the commissions every day, so I don't have enough keys now, but like, still. Quest details. Well, okay. Like, could it be this one? Imperatrix Umbrosa Chapter 2. Okay, it's this one. Ah, man. So in order to be able to proceed with the actual story, I have to do some side stories that I don't really care about. Okay, game. Okay, you win. Let's do the story that nobody wants to do, because, yeah. I mean, no matter how cool one may think Raiden Shogun is, not everybody cares about her personal story.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that the Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right? Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Yeah, of course.
Let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, rift hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers. Rift hounds? On Narukami Island? Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from, but this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
Yeah, I understand. I just gotta kill some hounds.
This case is very urgent indeed.
Very urgent indeed.
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Hound's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryou Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Hounds has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Time to make some whelps yelp. Or I'll send these pooches packing. Fancy words.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently reported.
Yay.
I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them. We'll be back before you can say
Okay. Nice. Okay, where are we headed? Oh, it's at the shrine. Okay. It's been a while since I've actually played this,
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
given any consideration to this particular part of the game. Last I dabbled with the chasm. The chasm was so annoying. Like, see if we can actually upgrade this thing. Oh, I got 185 elective sigils. Thank you. Yay. I just ate all of them. Okay. Got a Northlander polearm. Whoever builds polearms. I mean, got a crown. Oh, and 2 singles. That's interesting. We might want to pull those later. 2 more. Okay. And 35 would be max. Yeah, I don't really plan on using these too much, but anyway. I've got a level 10 Electrogrammer, which I have no idea what it's supposed to do. I mean, I see it's got the max of 15, so I'm guessing I still have some areas that I will not be able to access, because the game doesn't let you unless you're actually maxed out on that thing, and you can't actually max it out because it takes too much time. Anyway. Wee-ha. Pretty long drop, I have to say. They're attacking a Sakura. Who is? Oh, these guys. Is it two of them? I guess there are two of them. Yep. They got reinforcements. Big boy. Probably shouldn't have used Zhanling's ultimate there. Devs really knew what they were doing because they have this area so narrow that you cannot even dodge these monsters. And they just keep spawning and spawning and spawning. Let me guess, Raiden Shogun. Wow. How did I guess that?
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What brings you out this time? My quest, that's what.
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
No kidding.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself? Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
Well, I do have to say this doesn't seem like a matter needing an arc on attention, but I mean, they do have to do something with the
If the
quest.
Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura. It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the rift hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
500 years ago, Kaenria. 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 Okay.
So you've heard of it too?
Yep.
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like
Really
those
hope they
monstrous
fix
creatures was
Raiden and
inaccessible.
Beidou interaction.
But
That way I can
excess of
actually
caution is not
look
unwarranted in
forward
this
to
case.
getting Raiden.
Can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Let me guess. We go kill more hounds.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage.
Yeah, I guess having someone super powerful on your side that has stories according to which they split the goddamn island in half is really good, but considering they can only summon a small electric circle now and they reject Beidou, who's also Electro, I'm starting to doubt. Look for the marks. Well, I'm looking at the mark. Oh, I see, so they're not going to... Whatever, man. Okay. Thank you for shifting my camera away. I just had to lift my goddamn mouse off the pad again, because, yeah, reasons. Got some more marks here. Oh, I hear wolves. Well, they either went inside, which they didn't because it didn't show any camera shifting, or they went this way. It does look like they actually went this way, because I do see some markings here. Try to figure out what happened.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this?
Well, I would ask if someone is injured. If no one was there and these illusions just showed up in front of me, it's obviously no one is injured.
Could they be?
Now.
It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Perhaps.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Can you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
What monsters? Obviously the wolves. What exactly happened? That sounds way better.
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
No, it's not.
Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere.
Mm.
They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
Will they now?
Look! None of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
Because you're already dead.
But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Yeah, Paimon, he's dead, so he's not gonna die again, is he?
I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma.
But not you.
Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun.
Well, the others were.
As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity.
But it will be an eternity without you.
Your Excellency, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you can now go back to heaven, or whatever it's called in this particular story.
He's gone.
Poof.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
Yay,
If I'm
Paimon.
not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the rift hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
I see.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
Mentioned that the Shogun was absent.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart. Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize, when I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
Absolutely.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Dot, dot, dot.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
This would have been so much more fun if they would actually let us play with A. I mean, it's her quest. Just let us dabble. Have some fun, like. I mean, I wouldn't be that mad about not having her. But doing her story. And for the story to be mandatory. Otherwise I cannot...
There are a load of rift hounds here too!
Leave them to me.
Yep. Are you feeling okay?
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy.
Oh,
Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
is it the same situation as before? Well, of course it is. I mean, what else could it be?
Furuyama? Is that you?
Huh? Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
I guess we go along.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories, I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer.
Yay.
One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
This doesn't really fit the definition of eternity like at all, does it?
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. Ah, what a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew.
Yep.
But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum.
Indeed.
I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? It's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious. What a fool I'm making of myself.
We know where to find a tea set.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Oh, I was thinking of walking there. Funny. Funny.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve?
Right. Paimon wanted to
free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Dreams, or in other words, ambitions.
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
Seems more in line with how humans view the world. Indeed it does.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least,
Oh my god, the heat is killing me.
notwithstanding that it was also a more important choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity.
Loving
But
summer.
now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long. perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
It's just the memories flooding
You're
back
right.
in.
But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening,
Makoto had already No.
Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath.
Sorry for the delay in my response. I just got a weird email from PayPal according to which my account has been locked. So I just logged separately into my PayPal account and it didn't have anything wrong with it. So just putting this out there, if you do get one such email, just log into your account separately. Don't click on anything in the email that has the message because you will be required to enter your password and login. And if you do it and you're not on the PayPal website, you're gonna lose your money. So just don't. I mean, I know this is not a sponsored video, and no one is actually making me say this. I'm just saying this because I don't want people to get hurt. And sorry, just felt like you deserved an explanation as to why it took me so long for me to actually click on the thing in the video. To be honest, I'm not very pleased with this story. I mean, I like Raiden as a character, but the story is kind of, I don't know. They're just forcing you to do it, so they're making it as long as possible so that, yeah, they're trying to make us cry. I get it. It's a sad story. The almighty Shogun lost all of her uh, followers, and now she just sees them again because of the Sakura and those weird monsters that show out of nowhere. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just wanted to do the Archon Quest because I know those are the best ones. I mean, this is like a mandatory step that I just don't want to do.
She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was
Probably.
there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely and brought it back to Inazuma.
Quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that
Just
the
get
great
me to
Sakura
Kanria.
tree
I'm gonna
had
butcher
appeared on
everyone.
Mount Noble,
I'm gonna turn them into
tree
scraps.
you know as the sacred Sakura.
I mean, I am 500 years too old, but I'll just do it. Why not? I mean, yeah, Sacred Sakura has always been there. Oh, so the Sakura is actually her sister, kind of.
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it.
Hmm.
It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Simply put, Makoto's power somehow made that tree appear. The big one. The one that we're working on upgrading. The one that whatever.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land and for its people. I once told myself that I would never speak, but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
I have to disagree. You drink something that's bitter, it stays bitter. I don't know. That's not a thing. I've had my share of bitter stuff and bitter turning into sweet afterwards. Yep, that's not happening.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person,
Have you seen my brother before?
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Kanria disaster?
based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
It's over.
Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Observe the teacup. Hmm. And another camera shift. Of course, you just had to jump 5 times in a row, didn't you? Like, Mhm. Bunch of stains down here. Oh. And now we fight these
Once
more
again,
wolves.
please leave them to me.
Hey, are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Really?
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Bro. Leave them to me, she says. And she does no damage to them. Really?
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
Oh, so the stupid game actually wanted me to lose. If I have known, I probably wouldn't have fought at all. But yeah.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters.
The almighty Shogun, bested by two hounds.
Light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end. Come on, man.
Don't! It's too...
Danger is our duty, man. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
They're already dead, so why are you telling them not to do something that would... Come on.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope.
Excellency had gone, and we were starting
Yeah.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the almighty Shogun!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
And you never will.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep.
I'm fine.
You fought the monsters will death quickly. Escort her.
When everyone sees
Wasted a whole hour
We are brothers in a...
with this weird ass quest. We have no business. Yeah, thanks, whatever.
leave it to us. But the almighty, no matter what kind,
Thank you all. I should not have left it.
don't worry, your with you leading us.
Glory to the show. Glory to the
Bye bye. Glory to the Shogun.
They're gone.
Was that a promise to them? Or a promise to us? Wait, what? So I can only say half. Yeah, okay. It was both, yeah.
Sacrifice has always caused me the result being
Yeah,
that
whatever.
essentially you could take the view, but even
Of
so,
course. Yep.
they
No,
had you already.
I'm done with this. I just want to go to the Archon Quest.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is I used to think
Yeah,
Inazuma is
whatever.
utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was. I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust. Yes, they are.
As the Raiden
Thank you. Thank you.
change will, no matter how now that we've dealt, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commit.
Alrighty then. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be. She seems to have changed. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body. I can't move it. It looks like the situation. No need. She is calling me. The time has come. Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the ground.
Why? What's the name?
A battleground.
Yeah, whatever. Go to the cave. So it's not over. How long is this quest, man? It's like the other characters barely had something to do. This one is like a never-ending nightmare. Oh, so you can't. Oh, you can. So you can teleport, but it wasn't showing us if you could. Cave below the Grand Norokami Shrine. I'm guessing it's this one. Yay.
We're finally here.
The entrance. The entrance to where?
Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's... It looks like she will no longer allow me to...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is...
I see. We go see her sister now, is it?
Follow me.
So what, is she gonna be a playable character too?
I'm dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place...
It does look a lot like Plane of Euphemia. Kinda does, I don't know.
Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse!
So we're gonna use Raiden to fight Raiden,
The discomfort
right?
I was experiencing
Okay.
earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme! Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you hack it through or something?
cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love. Only rules shall remain constant for it. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down. The old has been cleansed of her blood and filth. Never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Strike dead! Absurd!
We
Your verdict is decided. This world, a fleeting shadow. Pathetic.
This has to be one of those fights that you just cannot win.
Stillness transcending. Evasion is futile. I shall not fall here. Weak. This ends now. Insolent. Pathetic. Weak. The eye sweeps the land. Youth Aimia crumbles before me.
You finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learn to trust them. I understand that. But if I fight what I vow to during my absence,
But this means that...
pass on my words.
Infinite battles. I'm so happy they don't make me fight them.
Looks like we got kicked out. What if she was making sense? And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still. Right? What if she gets too obsessed with winning and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again. Yeah, is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, Brain Use, don't feel time on now. You're right. Who knows?
Someone's not in the best. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I see. So, Ace decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting? Rushed into it without. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer. Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about ride. All I know is
Because
not just because of that. The nature of the space itself. Anyway, we needn't worry about the detail. First things first.
Finally.
Now then, I always have my way to the outside. In other words,
so...
yes, no need. Everything is. This is precise.
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then.
Suit yourself. Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinary. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Kind of like when Ichigo went into Hueco to save Orihime. Kind of.
Well then, the door's open. Hop on in.
Hop
I'll
on
stay
in.
outside and provide what's to be. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Man, this is so...
That's enough chatter.
I just want to get this done with. I'm really sorry, but I'm starting to really lose my patience.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Huh? How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as over countless battles. Not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my... You bring honor to the title of Guardian of... Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. Raising us to stabilize the
Whoa, what is that? I want that. Please give me that. I want to play that. Why do I have to fight it? Oh man.
Witness the final calamity.
That was a big lightning attack.
Eternity is in my hands. Remove all obstacles. The will I carry within me will never be erased nor destroyed.
Oh man. Oh. Oh, I still have my ultimate on. That's nice.
You have won.
Cool,
I believe
actually.
you are incapable of transcending the past.
Bro, why can't we play that A, man? That A looks amazing. I want to play that A. What the hell, miHoYo?
But a will that cannot be
Fuck,
eroded
I would actually
has no
would
right to
actually
embrace the
try to
future.
to
You
save
need not
money,
worry about the future.
like save those
Don't
coins
walk
to get
alone.
that character because it
I know
looks
your path more
amazing.
than anyone else.
Like they
Had I
give you
relied upon my
a
strength
small
alone,
part of
I
A,
would have lost
but
this duel for sure.
the fight was amazing.
My reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze, and whenever I think of this, I feel the blade that I noticed it. This power, this blade, but it was a
Yeah,
pencil.
whatever.
You have my approval.
Yes, she
Your present
does.
will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to... It was simply a new experience for me. one that is worth reliving.
Have you finished my...
Muso Ishin is glowing.
And greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
Oh, it's the sister.
The previous Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew he would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views that there was no time to wait for... but... everything happened so sudden. I've always felt terrible for having... I should have been the one to impart these ideas. Did you know what was about to happen in Con? I had some sense of it. That place... in my present form, but I know that don't look down on it. It was with this possibility here that it is you who
Yay. Please tell me it's over.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity...
Again, this talk of eternity. Nothing lasts forever.
Without the sacred Sakura...
I know you've tried in the...
No.
The sacred Sakura... Now we see who's... I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears, and obviously I played my part. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't? At that time, I could sense. Suffice to say, fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence, the flow of. Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were all.
I thought that my first thought, but you two have my body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all,
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, I have to say. In fact, it's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
yeah, it was thanks to everything you.
Thank you.
Today, at long, Makoto and you.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come. Makoto said. Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will after that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking
A dream Sakura. Wow. And we still can't go on with it. Where did the spirit stone descend? I don't even have that quest. I'm guessing it's this one. Complete the chasm spelunkers. What? Activate the mechanism. Ah. I do have to say I really liked that last fight that we had with the Shogun's clone or puppet or whatever. That final transformation looked so good. Wish we could actually play it, but then we also had Child in the game for a very long time and we still don't have his final transformation, so I'm guessing we never will.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your
Guess I'll end the video here because it's been pretty long actually. Just did one quest and it's been 2 hours. Like I have to put an end to it. The heat is killing me and I'm sure you guys are pretty bored by now. So yeah, let's do some summons, I guess. We do have 2 of these. Oh, and we got 2 of those as well. I don't know about the weapon banners, nothing I want here. Like, crit damage. HP is increased by 16. When there are opponents nearby, the damage dealt by the wielder is increased. Wait, so this is for an archer that needs HP. What? A Jade Wing Spear. On hit, increase attack. This effect can only occur while in possession of maximum possible stacks, which is 7. Damage dealt increased by 12%. Okay. I don't really like this weapon. I mean, I don't really like either of the weapons. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna summon for those. And for some reason, I also don't really like any of the characters on this banner. Like, who the hell wants Barbara? Or Noelle? Or, I mean, Yanfei is actually pretty good. I wouldn't mind getting some dupes of her because she boosts her damage quite a lot with dupes, but Yelan. How am I supposed to tell what she does? Details. There she is. But they don't, like, they don't really show any skill description in here. It's just, I don't know, man. This is so weird. Let's just do these. I already know I'm not getting anything, so yeah. Give me those 3-star weapons. Thank you. And do I want Yelan? No. Do I want Zhao? No. I kind of want to do the 2 summons I got, but I don't care for any of the characters on the banner. I mean, like, what the hell does she do? Is she like a support of some sort, or what? Character arc. Yelan, there she is, details. A mysterious person claims to work for a Ministry of Civil. It's a non-entity. Okay. Constellations don't care talents. Skill attributes. Stealthy bow shot. Oh, so she's a bow user. And of course she's gonna scale on HP. Because the bow has HP scaling. Breakthrough state after spending 5 seconds out of combat, which will cause her next charged aimed shots 80% decreased charge time. Once charged, you can fire a breakthrough barb that will deal AoE damage based on Yelan's max HP. Okay. So she has 4 hits, and then she has this breakthrough if she's in the background and she's out of combat. You pop her in, you do a charge, and you do an AoE based on her HP. Okay. %11% of her max HP, okay. Lingering lifeline. Skill damage, 22% of max HP. Fires off a lifeline, entangling and marking opponents. When its rapid movement ends, the lifeline will explode. Moves a certain distance forward. Engages in continuous swift during which interruption. Okay. Marked will last. Breakthrough state. Deep Clarion Dice. Deals AoE Hydro, creates an exquisite throw. Follows the character around when she coordinated attacks under the following. Can occur once every second when your active character uses a normal attack. Will occur each time Yulan's lifeline explodes. So this is like a Beidou ult, but without the shield. Okay. I see. So she summons something that... Okay, turn control. When the party has 1, 2, 3, 4 elemental types, Yolan's max HP is increased. Oh, so you need to have 4 different elements to have 30% max HP on her. I guess bye-bye elemental resonance. Adapt with ease. So long as an exclusive throw is in play, your own active character deals 1% more damage. That's 1%. This increases by further 3.5 every second. The maximum increase dealt is 50. Pre-existing effect will be dispelled. Okay. Oh, and she's a leeway something. Nope. One additional charge, okay. Increases HP, okay. Good synergy with Bennett, I guess. You have got to be shitting me. You get her at C6, you use your ultimate, and it's all normal but charge damage skills damage. Like, and it's AoE, because I do remember it's AoE. Like, wow. That's a big fucking upgrade. Like, really big fucking upgrade. Oh, fuck it. I mean, I know I'm not gonna get anything, but that's just whatever. Yay, Dragon Slayers, the thrilling tales of the Dragon Slayers. And the last one. Cool steel. Why not? Ferris Shadow. Yay. And do we have another? We do. Okay, let's go with another one. Why not? I mean, why Barbara? Why the fuck would you give me Barbara, bro? I don't even use that shit character. Ugh. I've got Kokomi. Who in their right mind would use Barbara when you got Kokomi? Like, nobody. Yay, C2 Barbara. Lovely. Useless. Freaking useless. Was hoping I could get this. But the game gave me Barbara. Because, yeah. Troll game, I guess. Well, there you have it. Did some summons, didn't get anything. Finished the Raiden story.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
And I'm off. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you soon, I guess.